So we're now on the PvP tier list. All right. So I don't know much about Striker. Like I haven't seen Striker at all in PvP, so I don't really know how it stands as like a class for PvP. So I might be inaccurate. But what I've seen so far in terms of like 1v1 capability, I would say it's pretty up there. It has high stamina, does pretty good damage with its combos, and it's just a decent class overall. I'd say for Thief, I would say um it really depends. Like in 1v1s, it excels. You could practically beat every single class in the game, including warriors and strikers. I know strikers and warriors are a bit tankier. They have a lot more HP and a lot more mitigation than the thief, but Um, as a thief, you want to go in, do your damage, do your combos, and run out. Wait for your focus to regen, go invisible, just play off cooldowns, and then you'll just eventually chip them down. Because especially as a ninja, you'll be doing true damage with one of your skills, and that just goes through all their defenses and all their mitigation, dealing high amount of damage. Next is Warrior. Warrior is pretty good. I'd say it's a bit better than Striker because if you're playing um like a Berserker, you're gonna just out damage and out tank his out damage and out tank the Striker. You're basically never gonna get in a combo with a Striker if you're a Berserker because of your rage. You get hyper armor in your rage. I'm pretty sure. And as a knight, you just out tank and out mitigate all his damage. You're gonna take all his damage. He's basically gonna do like one damage per combo, I guess. Um, but you still can't lose. This isn't like definitive 100% correct. I'm just basing it on like the average player, I would say. Warrior as a knight, you could pretty much be brain off. Just play. The only thing I would say is like play off of your cooldowns because make sure you have that counter. Know when it counters so you can mitigate damage. Know when your Aegis shield is up so you can also mitigate more damage. Know when your exhaust is up when you could reduce damage. It's really important to know like when you have your shield moves up so you can block damage. Um, with what Knight has is Knight can reduce when a Knight uses his shield moves like shield block and shield rush or shield charge, I think. They basically don't get they can't get guard broken. However, if you were to like use like a crit or something, I think it guard breaks. I'm not too sure. I know that the Beastmen when they use their like critical attacks, the little indicator where it glows red and makes the sound effect, it goes through the shield moves, but whenever Knight uses their shield move, they cannot get guard broken. Besides Shield Slam. Shield Slam doesn't work like that. As for Swordmaster is a little bit worse because all you have to do is just not stand in the middle of the circle. There's like just get out of it. Um, as long as you keep doing that, they're gonna have to reapply it to place the field down, right? And it'll waste your focus. But then again, they could just not use their field and use the regular warrior moveset, magician. At the moment, as where it stands, magician is actually the second best class for PvP. The only reason why I say this is because does. The only reason why I would say this is because Thief does way too much damage, and with the use of pets, it really like excels, especially against Warlock, because all it does, since Thief does high damage, it also does high posture, so it instantly posture breaks my Fiend, and I try to protect it, right? But all the thief can do is just run away, because it's really fast. The thief is really, really fast, so you can barely catch him, right? And as a mage, you don't really have any CC. The only CC option you have is tornado, but tornado is a long windup, and you can cancel it, and you can get canceled. As for Sorcerer, I'd say it's like a little bit more durable to the fact where like you could heal. You could like have instant self-healing, so it's pretty good. Magician probably beats every other class though, if I were to say. Maybe. Actually, I'm not too sure. Now that I think about it, I'd say it's like a A, like a low A. I'm not too sure if it's better than Striker though. Actually, probably no. It probably is better than Striker because what Warrior has is like it has its mitigation, hyper armor and all their stuff. It just out damages and out tanks the magician's out damage output. So I think Warrior's a little bit better than Magician, but the Magician does have like high utility with their shields, their blinks, and all that other stuff. You just need to play it right, play it safe, play off your cooldowns, play it smart. A lot of the things, like if there were no pets and only the archer were to have a pet, I feel like this tier list will be a bit different. As a magician, though, you kind of want your spirit, and so if you're like a sorcerer, you kind of want your spirit, but then again, like you're missing out on like a, like a pet, like a boar or a spider, so that you're really missing out on that. And as a magician, as a warlock, it's good as well because you already have a pet, so you could just have the extra intelligence buff from the fairy. But still, um, the Fen warrior could easily just melt down your summon, and you basically have nothing. And you also get put on a cooldown, and they also nerfed the cooldown on warlock for its fiend. They increased it to 60 more seconds, so it's 2 minutes for the cooldown when it dies or when you resummon it. So that's why it's not that good. For Archer, I would say it's probably B tier. The Beast, I mean, you have a Crocodile, sure, but let's be honest, no one's getting caught in that if they're not paying attention, I guess. All they have to do is just walk away from the crit. For Sharpshooter, I think like you're gonna get most of your skills canceled out, especially by all these other classes. Maybe not Magician, but definitely against Striker, Warrior, and Thief. Thief will just melt you. It's the Thief's damage output is insane, especially with the bleed and poison and all the other damage amplification and stuff like that. So this is a tier list. Let me know what you think. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know about it. I'll talk to you about it too. And yeah, peace.